Other than go to work, what do you do to help in the house?
Cindy goes out of her way to just make me miserable. There's no person on the planet that can push my buttons like Cindy. She knows what buttons to push and exactly how to manipulate me.
Trevor blames me for all of our problems.
I don't want to say she's a crazy bitch, but she leads towards the pathway of crazy.
As his wife, he expects me to be obedient and subservient.
If you were in charge of the laundry and
you in the laundry, my God, you're like Hitler.
I'm so angry and so mad, and I feel like I can't do anything to harm him back, and the biggest thing I've learned is I can hurt with words.
I do story time homework, baths, showers, and try and get everybody in bed. So if a glass isn't done right, or your socks aren't done, oh my God.
She'll push for 3 straight hours, bitching, arguing, yelling, and then I'll finally fight back. If I didn't bring the money home, we'd be having the same conversation.
I feel like if I didn't push his buttons and drive him crazy, that he wouldn't have laid his hands on me.
Cindy's very controlling. She watches my every move.
I try to control how he is.
Cindy's obsessed with keeping tabs on me. She always thinks I'm cheating on her. What I want from you is a little trust. Look at me. I can get lady.
Okay, Trevor.
I can get.
I do go through his phone. I see who he calls.
Cindy's lack of trust starts a lot of our fights. It seems like she's addicted to arguing and fighting, whether it's adrenaline, just addicted to it. Like, just, it's what we do. Can't stop.
What do you think about the conversation we've had this far?
I'm a monster. Nobody in their right mind would strike their wife. Nobody would push anybody, especially 8 months pregnant, out of a moving car. I don't exactly even remember that. I don't.
Do you dispute that?
There's some of the things
that you've headbutted her?
No, sir, I don't dispute that.
Do you dispute that you've slapped her in the face?
No, sir, I don't.
Do you dispute that you've grabbed her by the throat and thrown her on the bed?
No, sir.
Do you dispute that you pushed her out of the moving car when she was 8 months pregnant?
I honestly do not remember.
The battery on the pregnant woman.
I understand what you're saying. I remember the charges. I don't remember that night. I don't have any idea. I know you do. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh. Do you dispute that you've been arrested 7 or 8 times?
No, sir.
For domestic violence?
No, sir.
What do you say to yourself when you decide, here's a good idea, I think I'll headbutt her?
I was getting attacked for at least 4 hours that evening, verbally. And I finally got up and said, you want to fight? Let's fight. And I was doing the finger. I don't know if I smacked that or this, that. She went blank, started hitting and punching me. And I grabbed her forearms. I went to hit her on the forehead, just like, stop, stop. And I hit her nose. That fight was over. I stopped at a baby shower to drop off a gift. It was a co-ed shower.
That I wasn't told about.
Come on.
What about every time you travel, the phones are off?
I cannot listen to your ridiculing when I'm out of town about what a piece of garbage I am, how you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to quit here. She thought I was in New York, I guess sleeping with everybody there.
His phone was turned off. My son got in a car accident.
You know the number to 911.
You're their father. Your son was in an accident.
He was fine.
It's just sick.
You have to man up and handle your kids. My biggest fear, and a lot of the reasons I've never left, is because they'll eat each other.
Eat each other. Okay, that's lovely. Do you know how ignorant that sounds?
Our children run our home. They've never been told no. They've never been grounded. They don't know what that is.
You scream at them.
I've learned to say the most absurd, hateful things in the world to my children to control them. And that's abusive, and I know it.